So to get everyone up to speed on what we're doing, back in, when was it? 2017? No, 2020. I've gone way too far in the past. Back in 2020, we did MCEC Season 5, and at the end of Season 5, there was all talk of, when you're announcing Season 6, obviously that became a meme for the next 6 years until we actually did it, but I uploaded a April Fool's video on 1st of April 2020 that was, we're doing it again, Season 6, MCEC Season 6 is coming. And I'd actually created an entire spreadsheet for an April Fool's MCEC season that had a race on every April 1st from 2020 to 2027. We actually did the first one on 1st of April 2020. It was all 3 GTs were in the Stafford, and it was in the snow because Rockstar enabled snow for April Fool's that year. And then we did the one in round 2 in 2021 as well, and then we never did any after that. There was the round 4 in 2023 done on, was it 8th gear? I think that was done. I wasn't involved with it, but it was uploaded as a video for the April Fool's video for that year, I think. But beyond that, out of the 8 rounds, there's 5 left. And do you know what? I just want to get them done. We're going to do all 5 rounds that are remaining. I'll link them on the spreadsheet. I'll link the spreadsheet when I upload this as a video as well, so you can see the April Fool's version of MCEC. But there's some wacky and weird and wonderful combinations that we're about to do. They're going to be sort of 15-minute races-ish. They're not going to do a full hour-long race like we intended, but, you know, I do want to have it all done. And when I started putting this on, and I went all the way to 1st of April 2027, I didn't think that, 7 of the 8 rounds could be done before GTA 6 at that point. There wasn't even going to be a real MCEC Season 6. It was just the April Fool's version for a joke, because Season 5 was meant to be the last one. It's taken so long for GTA 6 that we've ended up doing a proper Season 6 in the meantime. But yeah, we're going to use this playlist with 5 races to do those 5 rounds of the MCEC April Fool's season, just for the sake of doing this. You intended for this? Oh yeah, these were going to be 3-hour races, weren't they? Yeah, I messed up on the spreadsheet. I changed up all the rules and stuff as well, so it was like, we started this back on PS4, but it was like 3-hour races, and some of the car selections were really interesting because GT1 was the slowest for round 2, and GT3 was the fastest, and yeah, it was a fun April Fool's, that one. But obviously we ended up actually doing Season 6 in reality. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. The 5 missing rounds of April Fool's MCEC, just for a bit of fun, really. This video is brought to you by all the scumbags listed on the scumbags page of my website. Big thank you to everyone listed there for your long time and extra support. Yeah, when I first came up with the April Fool's MCEC Season 6 idea, I didn't think there'd be an actual Season 6 on GTA 5. Nor did I think it would go so well that we'd do a Season 7. Alright, let's qualify for this playlist. Oh, that's not gone well. I wonder if we should do changing GTs. Because the GTs would have changed from year to year, just naturally. Like, I was in GT1 for the first race in 2020, and then I was in GT2 for the second race in 2021. The fourth, what was round 4, took place on 8th gear that had probably none of the participants from the first 2 races. Maybe we should change up the GTs for each of these races. So like the bottom few in each GT drop into the one below and vice versa. Maybe we'll do 2. The bottom 2 and the top 2 from each GT swap around after every race. Promotion and relegation introduced into MCEC. I know, right? I mean, it's the April Fool's season, why not? And since we're doing it all in one night, we're just like simulating the idea that they're happening years in between each race. The thing is, the whole proof of concept stuff for Season 7 is with that in mind. That like, it's expandable, so you can have, as many drivers as you want going down the skill tree. but then also from season to season. You know, if people do well in GT7, they'll be promoted to GT6 for the next season, and so on. Useless. So it looks like I'm in GT1 alongside many other actual MCEC participants for the actual Season 6. So if you're in the top 10, you're in GT1, 11th to 20th, you're in GT2, and 21st down over, you're in GT3. And remember your finishing position, because that's where you're going to be starting the next race. Previous race, best first. So we should be lining up in the right order. Look at this, a feature actually working in a Rockstar game, putting us in the right order for the next race. They're clapping for Rockstar doing something right with the grid. Yeah, they can't believe it. That's amazing. Good job, Rockstar. Whoa! They actually put in a function that works. It's not broken. Yeah! Away we go. So this was meant to be the race on 1st of April 2022. Round 3 of the championship. And obviously the whole shtick with this one is the fact that we're doing an MCEC race on a very short off-road rallycross style track, which you would never see in a normal MCEC season. But I mean, hey, it gives the people who always complain about off-road cars not being tested or raced on off-road tracks, you know, that's what they want to see. So but yeah, I expect we're going to get some lappery in this with the short nature of the track and the big performance difference between the cars. And yeah, we will do it where the top 2 and the bottom 2 drop into a different GT. You're 1,472 days late with this race at the time of recording, is that right? Over 1,000 days late as to when this should have happened. Well, we're getting it done eventually. I don't know why I never did it, this one. I kind of just lost interest, I think. There was just other things that needed to be done, and it just never happened. This was a fun one to be in GT1 for, though. But yeah, obviously the guys hosted the 4th round on 8th gear. DiNmiTe did that, and then that became part of the April Fool's video for that year, where I just said DiNmiTe was going to start doing everything. Admittedly, that was a fairly last minute April Fool's video, that one. The guys, you mean me? Oh, so it was only you, DiNmiTe, that did that organising of that event. Okay. I watched a little bit of it. It was quite interesting because when the GT1s and GT2s like different? Like what should have been the fastest car ended up not being the fastest or something like that. Wait, is that what we've got here as well with the Guardians and the Kalaharis? They're not a big, doesn't look like there's a big gap between them that you would expect. The GT2s and the GT3s. Oh, working my way through the traffic beautifully up at a 3rd. I don't know how, but I'll take it. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we're alright. Momentarily in 3rd. The pace order for that race was GT3, GT2, GT1. Really? Okay. That wasn't intentional for that one. Although it was on 8th gear, I don't know whether they've got the the original handling data for those cars. Maybe it's down to that, but that was the intention for round 2. Round 2 we did Italy GTO, I think, and the Futo, and something else in between. But it was GT1s that were driving the Futo. 3s were in the Italy, and that was on the bumpy Olympic GP. I never put that up as a YouTube video, but it still exists as a VOD on Twitch. But they're all linked on the April Fool's spreadsheet as well. Yeah, the GT2s and the GT3s in this one look like they're on the same pace. It's squirrely, the Outlaw. A lot of overtaking by the GT1s in this one though. No! Giving him a boost. This is quite an intense round of MCEC. We've never had an MCEC race on such a short track before. We've had an MCEC race in off-road cars, in the off-roads class. But that was on proper tracks. Imagine 3 hours of this. I know, right? Imagine, that's why, like, the whole point of the April Fool's video that year was just to create, and the spreadsheet as well, was to create something that was just so insanely ridiculous that no one would ever want to do it. Everyone's been wanting season 6 immediately after season 5's over, even though I've said season 5 is the final season. And then to just give people the season 6 that they wanted, but it's absolutely atrocious and nobody would ever want to actually do it. That was the idea behind the April Fool's joke itself. I can't remember how long we did the other races for. Was it just an hour maybe? For the ones we actually did each year. But yeah, 3 hours of this track in these cars, it would just be crazy, wouldn't it? The gaps at the end would be huge. What's my gap so far? It's only 10 seconds, I guess. Yeah, I'm not too far away from dropping into the bottom 2, actually. I need to be careful. Otherwise, I'll be in GT2 for the next race. This is hectic, no doubt about it. Jackal had to wait. There's 5th. I'm distinctly average, right in the mid-pack. It's going to take a bit of working out who is where, with the Guardians and the Kalaharis all mixed in. With the car swapping and stuff as well. Big pace difference between the GT1s and the GT2s and 3s, has to be said. The Outlaw is not a quick vehicle on its own by any stretch, but it's certainly a lot quicker than the Guardian and the Kalahari. I think I'm catching up to 4th place, you know. Unless it's actually 10th place and they're a lap down. Look at Lighty battling for the lead after saying he's going to be an imposter in GT1. Oh no, oh no, no! Ah, rip. There goes 5th. And 6th. Around the outside. It could be done because I'm in an off-roader. This has actually been quite fun. This has been a fun combination. For GT1 at least. The constant overtaking, the outlaws. You know, it's a fun vehicle at least. Damn, the top three, there's only a second between them on the final lap. Harry takes the win. Straight over from PC MCEC Season 6 GT1 fame. Takes his first win in PS5 GT1. I'd so do that for the 3 hours. K-Dog enjoyed himself. I wonder if I can update the points as we go. I obviously can't get the ones for the... I wonder how many people are here from... AJ Axel was here for round 1 back in 2020. Mark Verstappen was. I obviously was. Ben L was here as well, and he's here today, I think. Yeah, they're 7th, finished behind me. Don't know if there's any others, but yeah, there's a few people here actually who were around for round 1 in 2020. God, oh God. Whose bright idea was it to do an MCEC race on Stunt Vespucci? I mean mine, but I'm not happy about it. I do have a sticky bomb on my roof. That's not going to be good for aerodynamics. Okay. Okay. There's the Voltics. Where's my weight? I'm totally going to protest that if I don't see a weight from someone. That's true. That's one way to remove the sticky bomb. Uh-oh. I forgot about that jump being quite harsh. Whoops. Okay, it was AJ Axel that took me out, I think. He already waited. Okay, not the best start. I hate this track so much! Oh my God, he's flown! I didn't think about the Tesseract being an absolute ramp on the reverse section. It is quite rampy, the front of the Tesseract. So this was meant to be round 5. Meant to be the April Fool's race. Meant to be done on 1st of April 2024 for this one. Stunt Vespucci. GT1's in the Tesseract. GT2's in the Cyclone. GT3's in the Voltic. And it was meant to be, obviously, for the 3 hours. The irony of this is that the Cyclone, our GT2 car for this April Fool's edition of MCEC, was actually the GT2 car for the proper Season 6 MCEC. Ironic. It was also the most hated car from Season 6 for the GT2 drivers. Now we understand why. So we've done our promotions and relegations. The top 2 and bottom 2 from each GT have swapped. Mark Verstappen in front was our winner in GT3, so he's now in GT2. It looks like he's winning GT2. I've hit him in the back. We're alright. We got away with it. So the Tesseract is quicker than the Cyclone, but not by much, to be fair. Better top speed really is the most important thing. The Cyclone's got better instant acceleration, but then the Tesseract's better in like the mid-range. I imagine there's no other Cyclones ahead of me, so passing Mark Verstappen's going to get me back to where I guess I should be in the Tesseracts. There's that better top end. God damn it. There we go. Oh, there actually are some GT2s in front still. So I'm actually doing not too badly in GT1. When you take out the GT2s. God, I hate this track so much. I've missed a checkpoint! Why do I say things? Oh, I'm not doing too badly in GT2, in GT1. Oh my god. This is the cursed track. It always has been, and it still is. Nice to know nothing's changed. He's gonna... I knew he was gonna... Oh my god. Okay, things have gotten worse. Things have definitely gotten worse. Where was I? Would I have been in, like, second place or something, looking at the leaderboard as it is now? I was coming up to overtake Tilco and Lamborghini, who are GT2s. But then Vespucci did what it does best and trolled the life out of me. Sorry, Sittens. This was a mistake. Doing April Fool's MCEC for real was a mistake. At least I own the car. I would have been out of the race by now if I didn't own the car. We got Bloody Squirrels driving around in an Itali because he's lost his car, I assume. So he's kind of out of it. Monstrous cutback! Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! No! No, come on! I absolutely despise this track so much. And come on! Don't you dare. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that got worse than I could even possibly have imagined. Oh, I'm 100% going to be relegated to GT2 after this. What are those videos called on my second channel about this track? Like, worst race ever, I think. Like, it's incredible how bad this track always ends up going for me. Which is why I've included it in an April Fool's season, I suppose, but worst race ever, yeah. It's just, there's been so many instances where I've driven this track and had the most heinous time possible, and it just never ends. Over the top. I'm gonna miss the checkpoint, but it was worth it to go over the top. I've missed the entire track. Oh god. Random all here soon, yes? Absolutely not. Never. You wash your mouth out. Am I actually ahead of anybody in GT1 who's having a worse time, or is it just only Voltix at this point? Yeah, I think I actually am stone dead last for GT1. Which I guess I should have expected for this track. But obviously it's a skill issue, as you're all saying in the chat, because Harry has won both races in GT1, so obviously he didn't have a problem. Do you know what? I could have actually genuinely finished second in GT1 in this. Oh my god! The way that it was going after lap 2, I could have genuinely had a second. And I'm now in 22nd and I can't get over the jump. Oh, come on, man! Tesseract doesn't have that instant acceleration needed. Don't understand how I was second after being behind a bunch of Voltics. Yeah, this race has really thrown up quite the change of positions throughout the course of it. I think we've got a lot of people who haven't made it to the end. I am definitely being demoted to GT2 though. And a DNF to go along with it. Fantastic. Okay, Ron Raceway, 2016 version in vans. So the Yuga Classic is GT1, GT2 is the camper, and GT3 is the surfer. Alright, finally we're doing a staggered start for MCEC. There go the GT1s. Reliving vans on Ron Raceway. So me and Verdlith dropped down from GT1 to GT2. We've got the bottom two in GT2 who've come up from GT3. GT3s are all way back there but are going to start in a long time. Away we go. Oh my god, it's so slow. So we want to be in the top two really of the campers to try to get back into GT1. But the campers are obviously stock because they don't come upgraded. The surfers behind us in GT3 will be fully upgraded. And I think the lap times between them are pretty close. A fully upgraded surfer is technically a little slower than a stock camper, but like not by much. So we'll see. The GT1s are definitely a lot quicker. And ironically, just like what happened in the last race, the Yuga Classic that the GT1 car is, that was chosen as a April Fool's video, April Fool's MCEC car selection, that was used in Season 6 as well, just in the secondary championship. The Yuga Classic was the GT5 car in secondary. Look at those mighty GT1s flying by. No, I've missed a checkpoint! Bollocks! Old school. I've missed it again! No, no way! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait for all the GT3s. Oh my god. Okay, there's actually still two campers behind me. Oh my god. Okay, so now it's about staying out of the bottom two of GT2 than it is about getting into the top two to get back into GT1. Why is he flown out of his... That's a classic. Needed to respawn, but then realised I'd lose the car if I did move. Yeah, the I missed the checkpoint meta is one that we haven't seen for a long time. Good old school Ron Raceway. The irony, of course, the reason that this is even an April Fool's MCEC season race in the first place is because we actually did vans on Ron Raceway. This Ron Raceway in Season 3 for the full championship. And it was probably one of the worst rounds we've ever done. The vans were a lot quicker though. GT1 was the gang burrito, so it was a little bit more interesting, but it was still not fantastic. But I thought, you know, for a April Fool's season, relive Vans on Ron Raceway. God, I'm so far back. Can't believe I missed a checkpoint. I instantly did. Oh my god. Chaos. Absolute chaos. The final hairpin on the old original Ron Raceway was so tight. It's amazing how the same vehicle can be a GT5 car and a GT1 car at the same time, depending on what else is around it. Those Yuga Classics look absolutely super speedy right now. But when I was racing past them in my Speedo Custom in GT4, they were super slow. So the camper is quicker than the Surfer. Stock camper quicker than fully upgraded Surfer. I mean, the Surfer is the slowest fully upgradable vehicle in the game, so to be expected. They are very close. Can I follow through? Yes. Okay. I don't think I'm at any risk of finishing in the bottom two at this point. Oh my god. Why do I say things? It's unreal, man. I don't know why I say things. I missed the I clipped an Apex meta. You kind of missed that one. Everybody does that all the time. Who else is in? So we got just Cammy behind me. Are there any other GT2s behind me? I thought there was. There must be. Okay, there's one. So there's still at least two campers behind me. Oh, there's more there. Don't you tell me I've missed a check. No! Oh my god. Oh my... Oh, this is unbelievable. How can you miss the start line checkpoint? So back then we didn't have checkpoint widths that could be changed. You just had to deal with it. And I kind of forgot that they didn't go through the full checkpoint. The checkpoint didn't scale the full width of the start-finish straight. I'm still not being relegated to GT2, the GT3 though. I'm still stuck in GT. I'm third last in GT2 right now. Okay, there's my two. If any of those two pass me, then I will drop into GT3. But I'm safe as long as I stay ahead of those two. The GT1s should be finishing, I think, anytime soon. Like now or so. Oh, there it is. RBS takes his first GT1 win. Yuga Classic. Changing it up. Yuga Classic on Ron. Showing a full... You need a full breadth of skill and talent to be able to handle that. Ron Raceway has changed a lot over the years. It's crazy how it's come from this to what it is now. This was all we had back in the day. Oh, I had a great exit out of the chicane. Going for the overtake. There's a massive field spread in GT2. I don't think we're going to fit two campers here, if I'm honest, but we're going to give it a go. Yes! Alright, I'm even more safe now. I'm going for best lap. Final lap, I'm going for it. I'm safe ahead of these two. Oh my god, I've missed it again. So is he, apparently. Well, it was going to be a good lap. I was closing in a lot. I was doing... It would have been the best lap. It would have been. Well, it's gone from bad to worse in this one. What was this meant to be? Round 6. We've only got 2 more rounds of the April Fool's season to go. This was 2025, I think, so the next one's going to be 2026. So it would have took place at the start of this month. Hurdleth took the win in GT1. GT2 even. Sins was... Oh, third. Eutychus was... Okay. Just missing out. I thought Sins had got back to GT1. DNF. That's about right, isn't it? 2 DNFs in a row. Classic. So the next one is Los Santos GP Classic in muscle cars. The Clique, the Tulip and the Vamos. Who has the right of way? It's people exiting the tunnel have the right of way. So if you're coming past the tunnel and you see that you're going to hit someone, you've either got to like try to avoid them or wait and let them get through. But we're going to be driving horrendous cars, so... Yeah, not the play. Okay, Tulip. I mean, the Tulip isn't as bad as having to drive the Vamos, to be fair. But it is bad. The Clique is the easiest of the 3. It's not a great muscle car, but I think when I was creating this, I just needed a fast muscle car. But the Vamos is obviously the worst because of the terrible tow values, which make it go off here, there, and everywhere. For every bump that it hits, it'll randomly turn left or right. Bump steering. The Tulip does that too, among a number of other cars, but the Tulip's not as bad as the Vamos. The next worst one for the Vamos is the Arbiter GT, but the Arbiter GT didn't exist when I made this MCEC April Fool's edition, so just gotta keep it going forward, try to avoid the curbs as much as possible, but the fact that we're on LSGP was not done by accident. It is a bumpy city circuit. On purpose to throw people off, but the Cliques are definitely going to be overtaking us a few times in this one. But we are on old school LSGP 2014 version with all of the lampposts still up because that's what we had to deal with back then. Into the lead. That was a good first lap. I wonder if I should do any of the pro lines. That might be a little bit more difficult in something like the Tulip. I should at least give it a try. So this is the race that should have been done on April Fool's Day 2026 at the start of this month. This is round 7 of the April Fool's Championship. That's when it was scheduled for. There's only one more round to go, and I'm curious now. Should we just leave the final round until when it was actually scheduled for, and actually like come back to GTA 5 to do it on April Fool's Day 2027? Since that one is still technically in the future, we'll use this playlist to like catch up, if you like. It's open wheelers on the North Loop alongside the Raptor in GT3. So the PR4 in GT1. No, what was it? The BR8 in GT1. I think the PR4 in GT2. And then the Raptor in GT3. So we'd have to do the multi-class glitch. But I don't know. Maybe it's worth actually doing it on the day, since we did the first round on the day in 2020. In 2020 April Fool's Day. Maybe we should come back April Fool's Day 2027 to do round 8. It's not as if like we've had multiple years of difference between all the rounds. We don't need to have all the same people back again. There was only what, a handful of people in this playlist who were around for the first race. Oh, couldn't quite get the pro line. Okay, this is going okay. Tulip's bad, but it's not as bad as those GT3s are experiencing, so April Fool's Day 2027 to Thursday. I mean, that's okay. We can do a special stream on a Thursday to do the race. Or do we want to have it all wrapped up so I don't need to think about it? Because there's a chance, we need to focus on something that happens in GTA 6 or whatever. Are we really going to come back to GTA 5? Some random April Fool's race. Should we just wrap it up? Okay, well there's my massive lead gone. Yeah, it's a fair point. How many people are actually going to have the game installed by then, and who's going to want to come back? Like, maybe let's just wrap it up today. Let's just do it today. It was a nice idea, I think, to potentially do it on the day again, like we did for round 1 and round 2. But yeah, let's just get it all wrapped up. Pro line. Oh, I got it, but not in the right way. And there goes the lead. Oh, I've missed the checkpoint. Oh, and I can't. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. Now I'm going to have to find my way. Oh god. Get the checkpoint. And then... Well, it was going well. Until it didn't. Wait, am I at risk of dropping into GT3? I do not want to drive the Raptor around the North Loop. I mean, I don't want to drive. Would I want to drive? Actually, the open wheelers are going to be terrible as well. Every car is terrible for the final round. Oh my god, come on. I was dominating in the first few laps. Oh my god, wow. I tried to go for it. Okay. 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 Shit. This playlist, as an April Fool's playlist goes, has been living up to the standards of an April Fool's playlist. It's just gotten worse and worse and worse, performance-wise. Glimmers of great performances, potential race victories and best laps squandered by the April Fools of it all. I don't know where I am in GT2. I know this is a GT2 in front of me. Show us another pro line, please. Well, we are doing the, 2014 version of LSGP. I have to do 2014 lines, which was cutting through the gaps between the road and the lampposts. Oh no! It's just so difficult to do in this car. God damn it. Oh my god, I can't do the proper lines for this track in this car. You've got to be so precise for some of these lines that we used to do back in 2014. And it's just impossible in this car. Next time you drive this car, it'll probably be Jason's car in GTA 6. Well, I hope they fix the tow values on it. Because if it drives like this in GTA 6, it's going to be the worst experience of all time. There it is! There it is! I got one of them! Yeah, the old LSGP where we still had the crossover as well. What we had to deal with. The first season of the MCEC was actually held on this track. 3 of the races were on this track. With all the lamppost lines available. With the crossover available as people come out of the tunnel. There you go, I did the second. I've done all the pro lines on this lap. I just need to get that third one into the newspaper offices. There it is! Got them all! Beautiful. Once in a lifetime experience to get all the pro lines on this track in a tulip. Oh god! Oh god. I don't know who programmed the Vamos and the tulip. This was back in the advanced handling flag days, wasn't it? Arena 1 and all that. The people who were doing the car handling back then, I don't know what they were thinking. Oh, come on. The cliques aren't that much faster than the tulips, it seems. They are obviously faster, but if you get a good lap in the tulip, you can actually at least keep some cliques behind sometimes. It's just getting a good lap in the tulip is rare. The cliques are a lot more consistent. I mean, they are out and out faster, but not by too much. There we go. Yeah, you can go all the way around the outside on this one as well. Some nasty brake boosts there, like. Don't get me wrong, the GT1 drivers are not going to be having the nicest time in those cliques either. They're not the nicest handling cars, especially for a bumpy city circuit. But they're certainly a lot better than the Tulip and the Vamos. Oh, crash at the crossover, we've seen it! That happened in a real MCEC once. I think I was involved in it. I got wiped out coming out of the tunnel in the Zion, I think. In the lead of the Zion race, back in Season 1. Season 1 was crazy when you go back and look at how it's like what the MCEC has evolved from. Tracks with crossovers. Everybody just started from like going when the timer ran out and goal popped up on the screen. Oh, I've missed it. I knew I shouldn't have been doing that friggin'. Oh, come on. This is why I never used to do that line regularly. No! That was a friggin' tactical lamppost drop, that. Oh, that was close. K-Dog took the win in GT1. Stupid car. To be fair, I did create this season of MCEC, oh, for God's sake, to be absolutely atrocious as an experience. And at least for me, that's exactly what this has been. Last lap. Let's get this over with. Oh, for God's sake. I think this season has been a success. Like, as far as April Fool's variants of things go, This has exactly been what it should have been. It's just I've been on the receiving end of the worst of it. I like how it keeps telling me if your vehicle gets damaged, hold triangle to respawn. No, I can't do that. I've missed these lampposts. I haven't. It is a different experience though. It is fun to be like threading the needle through them. Bring them back to Season 7. Alright, you're on. LSGP in Season 7 will be on the 2014 version of the track. God damn it. Okay, no, take it back immediately. I take it back immediately. God damn it. Are there two tulips behind me or not? I can't. I know Yasso is one. Please don't tell me I'm driving the Raptor for the final round. Somehow got 14th in a Vamos. Nice. EMP. Tulip. EMP, were you in a Tulip too? No. Bollocks! Yeah, I think I'm in the Raptor. GT1s are in the PR4. GT2s are in the R88. GT3s are in the Raptor. We'll do 4 laps. It's going to be after at least 7:30. In fact, I think I might let them go when there's a chance that they're going to meet the PR4s at the shared section. Just to add to the April Fools of it all. Let's see, maybe about now. Oh my god, did I get it perfect? Oh my god, I got it absolutely perfect. Oh, I need to see a clip of how that went. Man, I started this entire April Fool's season all the way back in 2020 in the All Stafford race in GT1. Finished in the top 9 or whatever it was, so I was in GT1. I started this playlist, which was technically round 3 of the championship, in GT1. And as we've gone through the championship, I have fallen down and down and down, and now I'm in GT3 and I'm in a friggin' Raptor for my troubles. But we're doing an actual multi-class race though. We have to do the multi-class glitch for it, but we've got 2 open wheelers and a sports class car in the Raptor. Can't normally race them together unless you do the multi-class glitch. I think, yeah, this is only the second time ever there's been an MCEC race using the multi-class glitch. The first time was the final round of Season 5, where we did the Supers and Sports together. The true multi-class races from Season 6 proper, we could do just via the class system with the tuners and HSW classes. A slow but inevitable downfall to just like your real MCEC career then. Basically, yeah, the April Fool's season has been my entire actual MCEC career in a nutshell. And we are on the North Loop for the final round, like every MCEC season ends with the North Loop. So there's not going to be a lot of overtaking, but I've left massive gaps between the 3 classes, so the GT1s should overtake us at some point. Oh my god, the GT1s came to us immediately. and caused instant carnage. Thing is, the GT1s are so slow, they're not exactly going to pass us much on the straights. It's all going to be in the corners. Oh god, oh, he's wiped him. Wow. Holy moly. Oh my god, their cornering speeds for us are so big. Yeah, I thought it was the BR8 that was the GT1 car for this, but of course, this was set up before the BR8 was even a thing. The only two open wheelers that existed in the game at the time were the PR4 and the R88. Wait, are we seeing R88s at the shared section? I think we are as well, you know. There's going to be some cars turning left. Okay, they've already gone. There's one. Can't believe I ended up in GT3 by the end of this. What a stupid idea the whole promotions, demotions thing was. Oh, we're getting some content for it though. Rains in 4 minutes. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to drive the Raptor around the North Loop in the rain. The open wheelers are not going to notice a difference. He's gone. Well, that's got me up into the lead, but I was in the lead in the GT2 race in round 7. And look what happened there. A long way to go yet. Well, the open wheelers can't drive in the rain, so they have to stop in the pits until they dries, right? That's a good point, actually. They shouldn't be allowed to drive in the rain because they can't. No, the R88s can, because they come from a time where they would just race in the rain anyway. The PR4s not so much. Although, to be fair, the PR4s, they would race in the rain as well. If we had the BR8, then we'd have a case to be answered for them stopping. At least I missed the Vamos. Like, if I was going to drop into GT3, at least I didn't have to do the Vamos. Here comes the rain. Damn. I spun it, and it was completely dry. The track's not even wet yet. That's the Raptor effect. Okay, now the road is wet. 16 minutes of rain, so it's going to be raining for the entire rest of the race. The Raptor's so stupid. The spray coming off the wheels looks so weird. Red flag. Yeah, we got spray coming off the wheels. We can't see. Red flag it. We'll have to wait until the rain stops. That's a good point. The Raptor should be easier to handle in the rain. Most cars have 4 wheels that can lose traction. The Raptor only has 3. It's 25% safer. That's a good point, Pseudonymous. Unironically, it actually does feel nicer in the now that it's gone raining. Like I wouldn't necessarily say easier, but like feels a little bit more stable. The lower grip might actually be helping. A bit less, like, just make it more understeery so you're not snapping as much. Yeah, I've pulled out a big gap in a half a lap. The rain has helped me. That's alright. That's alright. God, this is such a bad vehicle. Box for wets. Alright, fine. I'll also get my car. I need to get the Raptor cleaned as well. The mud is gonna ruin a bit of the aerodynamics, I think, so probably best to pit. Get the car all fixed. There we go. Gonna be flying now with wet tyres. But the R88s, they have caught us up. Okay, the pace difference is bigger than I was expecting. Immediately muddy again. Yeah, that did not last long, did it? I think the PR4s are on like the final part of their lap, so they should be finishing soon. Those R88s to pass us is going to be the next bit of action for us. Watch the way that it drives away from me in the downhill here. It's just gone. Open wheelers just have absurd amounts of grip. If they had HSW top speeds, they'd be incredible. Right, takes the win. I think it might be Harry and K-Dog in the top 2 for GT1 Championship in the end. I'll sort out all the points later. There's a lot to consider. It's not as if it matters, but you know, it's part of the April Fool's season to have the points as well. It was just meant to be drivers from across 8 years of doing the race. I always felt a little tinge of guilt whenever this April Fool's MCEC was brought up, and like I knew that we'd missed the rounds and stuff, so it's kind of nice to have gotten it finished. Not that I've had a particularly fantastic experience in it, but that goes part and parcel with the April Fool's season, I guess. But yeah, this was meant to be season 6. I had to retcon it after we actually did season 6, which I never thought would happen. That's my gap. 14 seconds. Looks like it's taken me the full season of the April Fool's MCEC and being demoted from GT1 to GT3 across it to finally record a MCEC victory. Again, why do I say things? We're still alright. We got a massive gap. This is now season 5.5. That's true. This is almost season 5.5. But it's just the MCEC April Fool's edition. Jesus! I mean, I'm not making it easy for myself. Maybe I should just concentrate on finishing off the race. Oh my god. I really shouldn't say things. It's been my trouble. I'm just waiting for the DNF timer now. The glorious DNF timer to take away any more pain of having to drive this for another lap. There it is. I'm not even going to get to the end of this lap. God. Well, it's certainly been a drab performance, and we're ending the season in drab conditions around the North Loop. But an MCEC win is an MCEC win. Won't be going on any records anywhere, but I'll take it. And that's it. April Fool's MCEC is done. Probably going to put this up on YouTube, and I'll link the spreadsheet down in the description as well if you want to see the full picks, links to the other races from the championship in the other years. And yeah, we finally got an April Fool's MCEC finished. Oh my god, I timed it to perfection. Look at them all. That was so good. That was so well timed. Oh, please last until they split. Off they go to the left as some go straight on. Got confused. And then, what's this line? That's an incredible line, Lighty. Thank you, K-Dog, for the first clip. Straight over. Beautiful. Beautiful.